Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Toffees have received a sizable loan from 777 Partners. That was the news that broke last night. The payment is said to be worth tens of millions for working capital and for the new stadium build. 777 will join the Everton board in an observer role during the approval process. That was according to David Ornstein last night. We're in that position at the moment where Farhad Moshiri has agreed to sell the club to 777. That's got to go through. They've got to pass a fit and proper test with the Premier League. And Everton quite clearly needs some working capital right now. It seems that Farhad Moshiri has kind of said enough's enough from his perspective in terms of funding the football club. And the way this has been framed is that the loan has been put in because, quite simply, 777 can't put money straight into the club at the moment because they don't own the football club. So it's been put in as a loan. What is unclear is the final amount and how much they're going to have to continue to do as we go forward in terms of finishing the stadium. When Farhad Moshiri gave the statement last Friday that he'd agreed the sale, he did say in his statement that full funding for the stadium had been achieved. Whether or not that means that there's just a commitment from 777 to finish it that way, or whether he was talking about actually having that funding to pay for the rest of the stadium, who knows? But that is where we're up to with this. This, of course, is a story that will run and run until this is either completed or it isn't. On the back of that, the story then went on to say that because of Everton's change of ownership, 777 it could trigger a repayment of loans to MSP, who put in a loan of £100 million to Everton Football Club, and also Andy Bell and George Downing, who together put in £40 million a while ago for working capital as well. So, that was framed as a big shock, but I'm sure if 777 are gonna, take over these kind of things, then they will be well aware of all of this. And the thing with a lot of loans is they're not always repaid straight away. There is a lot of misinformation around with 777 at the moment, and there is obviously a lot of factual stuff that's there as well. And I guess as Evertonians, we're just gonna have to sit and wait and let this one play out. I'm sure we're gonna get more and more stories around this. MSP's role in this, I think, is really interesting because they were obviously speaking to Farhad Moshiri. It looked as though that was going through with them. They were going to take a stake in the club. The £100 million was coming in. There was going to be £50 million for working capital. It just transpired that they were then blocked, for want of a better word, by Rights and Media Funding. They weren't happy with the amount of equity that MSP were getting for their money, and it turned into a pure loan. But MSP haven't gone anywhere, and you just wonder if there's a lot of noise, of course, around 777. There's a lot of stories being fed to the mainstream media, and you just wonder if MSP are waiting in the background to see whether this actually does go through. And if it didn't go through, would they then come back to the table and take it over, which was the original plan? Who knows? That is just one line that is bouncing around at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see as far as that is concerned. Everton's under-21s are live right now. If you are a season ticket holder or an official club member, that is live on Everton TV. They play Doncaster, playing Doncaster Rovers away tonight, so you can catch that one. And then the under-21s are also live again this week on Friday night. They entertain Norwich City at Walton Hall Park, and that game is streamed live on YouTube, so you can check that one out. 7 p.m. kickoff on Friday night as well, if you can't make your way down to Walton Hall Park. And finally, Brisbane Roar had today completed the signing of Shea Cahill. The 18-year-old son of Tim left Everton in the summer, and he has agreed a multi-year contract with the Australian outfit. That is it for the News Daily. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, the link is in the description and the QR code will be on the screen now. See you later.